This question is a little bit different from the previous question because of this symbol. So this symbol is called absolute value symbol. Absolute value. So what does that mean by absolute value? So if you have absolute value of 5, that will come out as 5. And if you have absolute value of -5, that will also equal to 5. So any number you plug into the absolute value function, it will come out as positive. So sometimes the absolute value function is known as the magnitude function. So this can sometimes be called magnitude because the magnitude of 5 is 5 and magnitude of -5 is also 5. And we know from the previous question that if x is between -1 and 1, then x squared will have a smaller size or magnitude than the x itself. So for example, if x is 0.5, x squared is 0.25, and x is actually greater than x squared. And if you have x is equal to -0.5, in that case, of course, x squared is going to be a positive number, so that's greater. But in terms of the size, x is 0.5, so that's the magnitude of x, and x squared is 0.25, which is less than 0.5. So here we have a situation where x is a negative number, but which is still satisfying this condition right here. So if we compare, so let's say x is equal to -0.5. So -0.5, and what's the absolute value or the magnitude of -0.5? That's equal to positive 0.5. However, this one on the other hand is, well, absolute value of -0.5 square, which is equal to, it's positive anyway, so we don't actually need the absolute value sign. In this case, this is equal to 0.25, which will come out as 0.25. So had it not been the absolute value sign, quantity B would have been the answer because that's a positive quantity and that's a negative quantity. However, because of the absolute value function, the magnitude function, this comes out as positive, and as this rule indicates, x has a greater magnitude than x squared. So therefore, obviously we can see that 0.5 is greater than 0.25, so therefore the answer is A. That's the answer.